Good evening. I'm still reporting on the coup. First of all, I'm getting numerous communications from folks in California urging me to do what I can to get a message to President Trump that he needs to get out there because they think it may become winnable. Little Trump sales tents are going up all over the place in Central California. Besides, putting Newsom on the defensive about his home state would be a whole lot of fun. So I'm sorry this has taken several days to get around to writing this story, but perhaps a week ago, Raymond Arroyo, who is a Louisiana native, did one of those Saturday morning televised cafe chats with our new Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, another Louisiana native. They chatted their way through several topics, but then Arroyo smoothly threw this curveball from way out in left field towards the plate.
There was a report in your Foreign Relations Committee, the House Foreign Relations Committee, that the Biden administration is not doing enough to follow the letter of the law, and they are selling intelligence and advanced weapons systems, AI technology, to China.
Selling intelligence and advanced weapons systems and AI systems to China, is it? Speaker Johnson is not even flustered a bit, and his answer even acknowledges that this is something that is now known in his circles.
We're working through all of our committees of jurisdiction to do exactly that. I mean, China is a serious threat to us. They're trying to become a peer-to-peer adversary to us, and we've not had one of those since World War II. So our Select Committee on China has done some extraordinary work. They have a long menu of items and things that we need to handle, and we're going to be doing that in the year ahead.
So, this is the first time I've heard this assertion openly made on television, though I have suggested it may be possible in several previous reports. I'm no security investigator, however. I grew up in that general area and worked in a classified atmosphere for most of my adult working career. Consequently, I, like many of my peers working in the government space, have put two and two together and gotten six. In other words, when you see the pieces of a puzzle become half revealed, you start making more and more refined guesses as to what the totality of this puzzle is going to reveal. I think it reveals that the infamous Brendan could possibly have been a Chinese asset for decades, gradually working his way up the ladder of access to better and better paying espionage articles with every year he has held elective office. Someone somewhere possibly taught him the old Dropbox trick. A Dropbox is a device of spycraft whereby the source spy sticks purloined classified documents in an envelope and then hides it in a safe place, then notifies the receiver of the purloined materials where the documents are. That way the two, the sender and the receiver, never can be caught together during the exchange. This makes it much easier for the person caught red-handed with the materials to claim innocence of a knowledge of what's in the packet. Well, Brandon Super Spy figured out that there was a much better way to do this. What if there was enough money involved in the effort in order to make the transfer of documents happen inside a much more protected area, a safer space? Then that would be the way to go. In 2018, in comes the idea for the Penn Biden Center, located in a hyper-prestigious part of not only downtown Washington, D.C., but the very core of that city, 101 Constitution Avenue Northwest, Washington, D.C., and the zip code says it all, 20001. This is the closest non-governmental building to the National Mall side of the United States Capitol. When Brandon's classified document scandal started to break, documents were found in many places, including his garage, in boxes randomly stuffed behind his Corvette. But these may not have been the most sensitive documents, nor the most marketable from an espionage standpoint. These may have been the ones that were stolen, examined by experts in various fields, then rejected for not being cutting edge enough to sell. However, with secret markings all over them, these docs were way too hot to throw out in the trash. What if some trash pickup guys saw the word secret or top secret stamped all over them and then turned them into a good reporter and the scandal broke? In a normal situation, you could be sure that someone would be going to jail. But for a well-connected politician, nothing to worry about. A couple of calls and it all goes away. But still, it is a risk. What about high-value documents with classifications above top secret? What if Chinese Communist officials already had keys to offices in the Penn Biden Center? Well, after all, the full name of it is the Penn Biden Center for Diplomacy and Global Engagement. Naturally, Chinese representatives would be included, ready to engage. Could it be possible that a staffer on a beautiful spring day could be given a locked briefcase in a Senate office and instructed to go for a 5-minute walk over to the Penn Biden Center with a key to a certain office, where they would merely drop the briefcase off, lock the door again, and return to the Capitol? What a Dropbox! So perhaps that was the reason that when the Trump classified documents story broke, Brendan's attorneys were allowed to go over the Penn Biden Center with a fine-tooth comb to remove all possible incriminating classified documents instead of the midnight SWAT raid approach with a CNN crew in tow, which was used on President Trump's home. I'm still reporting from just outside the citadel of world freedom. Good day.